Even before coronavirus became a global problem, we already had a massive crisis with drug pricing. Everyday Americans, they can't afford their insulin, they can't afford their cancer drugs.
Begging for your life from for-profit companies is not a way to live. I have type 1 diabetes and I've been living with it since 1996. And twice a year, every year, at the same time, by the same percentage, the competing insulin companies raised their prices and did not stop until patients like myself mounted an all-out war.
We have to stop Big Pharma from profiting off of a pandemic. There are medicines that are going up in price, like albuterol inhalers, or just simple respiratory therapies. When I was 26 years old, I was diagnosed with chronic myeloid leukemia. The diagnosis just upended my life. The therapy to treat it is $146,000 a year.
The cost of the drugs throughout my life have been kind of just insurmountable. So I've had sickle cell for 33 years, which is all of my life. The Procrit shot that I take every 2 weeks is about $6,500 per shot. With coronavirus, this is what you should be worried about. And with this worry, it should entice us to band together.
A lot of the medication and vaccines that we have in the United States are drugs that Americans actually helped to fund the research for. But then after the research is completed, drug companies are allowed to file patents on these drugs and then price gouge Americans out of being able to afford them.
I've had to sell everything I've owned. I've had to cash out my 401k, having to give up everything financially, but also everything from a freedom perspective. It is scary to think that may be reality for every single one of us who ultimately need a vaccine or a treatment for the coronavirus.
It's literally playing God. Get to pick and choose who you want to give the gift of life.
There's too much at stake. Tell Donald Trump we need to break Big Pharma's monopolies on life-saving drugs. Let's start with coronavirus.